The year was 2023, a year marked by scientific breakthroughs and relentless quests for knowledge. In the heart of this year, a group of dedicated individuals set out on a journey that would test their limits and challenge their understanding of history. Deep in the unforgiving Sahara Desert, where the sun blazes with an intensity that can melt the spirit, and the sands stretch endlessly, hiding secrets beneath their golden waves, a team of archaeologists embarked on an ambitious excavation. Their goal was not just to dig up artifacts but to uncover stories buried by time, to bring to light the whispers of ancient civilizations. Led by the renowned Dr. Anya Petrova, a figure respected and admired in the archaeological community, their mission was to uncover the lost city of Iram of the Pillars, a mythical place mentioned in ancient Arabian tales. This city, often referred to as the Atlantis of the Sands, was said to be a hub of wealth and knowledge, lost to the desert's embrace. Armed with ground-penetrating radar and a thirst for discovery, they believed this legend would soon be rewritten as history. The radar, a marvel of modern technology, allowed them to peer beneath the surface, to see what the naked eye could not. The team faced relentless sun and endless sand. Each day was a battle against the elements, with temperatures soaring and the wind whipping up sandstorms that could strip the skin. Yet, their determination never wavered. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The passage of time was marked by the movement of the sun across the sky, a constant reminder of the harsh environment they were in. Their perseverance was tested, but their resolve remained unbroken. Just as their hope began to dwindle, the radar flickered to life. A signal, faint but unmistakable, appeared on the screen, reigniting their spirits. It revealed a large, unusual structure buried deep beneath the dunes. The shape was unlike anything they had seen before, suggesting a man-made origin, a clue to the existence of the lost city. Excitement rippled through the camp. Could this be it? The culmination of their efforts? The proof of the legend they had been chasing? Could this be the first sign of the legendary city? The team was energized. Conversations buzzed with theories and possibilities, each member contributing their expertise to piece together the puzzle. They had a significant find. The excavation site became a hive of activity, with each discovery bringing them closer to their goal. Dr. Petrova, known for her cautious optimism, urged the team to proceed carefully. She reminded them that while the thrill of discovery was intoxicating, they must respect the ancient secrets they were unearthing. The desert held secrets, she reminded them, secrets best left undisturbed. The sands had a way of preserving the past, and disturbing them could have unforeseen consequences, but the allure of the unknown was too strong to resist. The team, driven by curiosity and the promise of rewriting history, pressed on with renewed vigor. They were on the verge of a discovery that could redefine history. The anticipation was palpable, as they stood on the brink of uncovering a chapter of human civilization, long thought lost to the sands of time. As the excavation went deeper, the sand yielded strange artifacts. Intricately carved stones, unlike anything found in the region, surfaced. These stones were cold to the touch, unnaturally smooth, and seemed to hum with a faint energy. The archaeologists were puzzled. These artifacts didn't align with any known civilization. Then the sand itself began to change. It darkened, taking on an oily obsidian-like sheen. The air, usually bone-dry, grew heavy with a metallic tang. A palpable sense of unease settled over the team. Something wasn't right. The deeper they dug, the more unsettling their findings became. Dr. Petrova, troubled by these developments, insisted on stricter safety protocols. She couldn't shake the feeling that they were stepping into something far greater and potentially far more dangerous than they could have imagined. Despite her reservations, the excavation continued. The allure of the unknown was a powerful force, one that often eclipsed even the most rational concerns. As the excavation progressed, the strange occurrences intensified. The team reported hearing whispers at the edge of their hearing, faint and chillingly ethereal. Equipment malfunctioned with alarming regularity. The compasses spun wildly, their needles dancing to an unknown rhythm. The desert, once predictable, seemed to be reacting to their presence. One evening, a young intern claimed to have seen a shimmering apparition near the dig site. It vanished as quickly as it appeared, leaving behind only a sense of dread and the lingering scent of ozone. His story, dismissed by some as exhaustion or desert madness, did little to alleviate the growing tension within the team. The line between reality and hallucination blurred with each passing day. The desert, known for its harsh indifference, now felt like a living entity, watching their every move, judging their every action. The whispers grew louder, the air heavier. They were on the precipice of something monumental, something terrifying. Finally, after months of relentless work and mounting fear, they reached it. The team had been working tirelessly, day and night, driven by a mixture of scientific curiosity and an unspoken dread that seemed to hang in the air. Each shovel of sand removed brought them closer to the unknown, and with each passing day, the sense of anticipation grew stronger. They had faced numerous challenges, from the scorching heat of the desert sun to the bone-chilling cold of the nights, but nothing could deter them from their goal. A gigantic, obsidian-like structure, smooth and impossibly black, lay exposed beneath the sand. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before, a monolith that seemed to absorb the very light around it. The structure's surface was so dark that it appeared to be a void, a piece of the night sky that had fallen to the earth. The team stood in awe, their minds racing with questions. What was this structure? Who had built it, and for what purpose? It was a geometric marvel, a perfect cube, its surface etched with intricate patterns that seemed to writhe and shift under the desert sun. The patterns were mesmerizing, drawing the eye and holding it captive. They seemed to tell a story, one that was just out of reach, hidden in the depths of the black stone. The archaeologists could feel the weight of history pressing down on them, the significance of their discovery becoming more apparent with each passing moment. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the dig site, Dr. Petrova made a decision. The day's work had been grueling and the team was exhausted. She knew they needed rest, but more importantly, they needed time to process what they had found. The discovery was monumental, and rushing forward without careful consideration could lead to mistakes. She called the team together, her voice steady but filled with the gravity of the situation. She ordered a temporary halt to the excavation. The team needed to regroup, to analyze their findings and plan their next steps. The structure was unlike anything they had ever encountered, and they needed to approach it with caution. Dr. Petrova's decision was met with a mixture of relief and frustration. Some team members were eager to continue, their curiosity piqued by the day's discoveries, while others were grateful for the chance to rest and reflect. They needed time to assess, to understand what they had stumbled upon. The team gathered around the structure, their minds buzzing with theories and questions. They discussed the possible origins of the cube, its purpose, and the meaning of the intricate patterns that adorned its surface. Each member of the team brought their own expertise to the table, and together they began to piece together a picture of the past. But even as they talked, a sense of unease lingered in the air. But the team, driven by a mixture of fear and exhilaration, disregarded her orders. The allure of the unknown was too strong, and the desire to uncover the secrets of the structure overpowered their sense of caution. They returned to the dig site, their movements fueled by a combination of adrenaline and determination. Each stroke of the shovel brought them closer to the truth, and with each passing moment, the sense of anticipation grew. They were too close, too captivated by the enigma that lay before them. The structure seemed to call to them, its dark surface whispering secrets that only they could hear. The patterns on the cube seemed to shift and change, revealing glimpses of a story that was both ancient and otherworldly. The team was entranced, their minds racing with possibilities. They knew they were on the brink of a discovery that could change everything. Ignoring the rising sense of dread, they chipped away the last layer of sand, revealing the structure's entrance. The opening was perfectly circular, a stark contrast to the sharp angles of the cube. It seemed to pulse with an unnatural energy, a cold that seeped into their bones. The team hesitated, their excitement tempered by a growing sense of foreboding. What lay beyond the entrance? What secrets did the structure hold? It was an impossibly perfect circle, radiating an unnatural chill. The air around the entrance seemed to hum with a strange energy, a vibration that resonated deep within their chests. The team could feel the weight of the unknown pressing down on them, the sense that they were standing on the threshold of something monumental. The entrance beckoned, a dark void that promised answers but also hinted at dangers yet unseen. Staring into its depths, they felt an overwhelming sense of vertigo, as if the very fabric of reality was warping and twisting before their eyes. The darkness seemed to stretch on forever, a void that defied comprehension. The team stood at the edge, their minds grappling with the enormity of what they had discovered. They knew that stepping through the entrance would change everything. that the answers they sought lay within the darkness. But with those answers came the unknown, and the team could only wonder what awaited them on the other side. One by one, the team members, armed with high-powered lamps, descended into the structure. The anticipation was palpable, each step echoing in the vast emptiness below. They had prepared for months, studying ancient texts and maps that hinted at the existence of this hidden world. Now, as they ventured into the unknown, a mix of excitement and trepidation filled the air. The air inside was frigid, stagnant, and thick with the smell of ozone. It clung to their skin, making every breath a conscious effort. The mist swirled around them, creating an eerie atmosphere that seemed almost otherworldly. It was as if the cave itself was alive, breathing in sync with the explorers. The walls, smooth and cold to the touch, seemed to absorb the light, plunging the interior into an unsettling gloom. Every beam from their lamps was swallowed by the darkness, leaving only a faint glow to guide their way. The texture of the walls was unlike anything they had seen before, almost as if they were crafted by an unknown hand. The silence was absolute, broken only by the sound of their own heartbeats. It was a silence that pressed down on them, amplifying every rustle of clothing, every whispered word. In this oppressive stillness, even the smallest sound seemed to echo endlessly, a constant reminder of their isolation. The structure was a labyrinth, a series of interconnected chambers that seemed to defy logic and reason. Each turn revealed new passageways, some leading to dead ends, others to vast open spaces. It was a maze that challenged their sense of direction, making them question every decision. The deeper they went, the more disoriented they became, as if the cave was playing tricks on their minds. The walls were adorned with murals, not of humans or animals, but of strange, otherworldly beings with elongated limbs and large black eyes. These figures were depicted in various poses, some seemingly in motion, others in a state of repose. The artistry was both intricate and unsettling, suggesting a culture that was both advanced and alien. These beings seemed to stare back at them, their gazes filled with an ancient and unnerving intelligence. It was as if the murals were alive, watching their every move. The eyes of the figures seemed to follow them, a constant reminder that they were intruders in this forgotten realm. The sense of being observed was inescapable, adding to the growing tension. As they ventured deeper, the air grew colder, the silence more oppressive. The temperature dropped with every step, and the darkness seemed to thicken around them. Their breaths became visible in the frigid air, adding to the surreal quality of their surroundings. The deeper they went, the more they felt the weight of the cave pressing down on them, as if it were trying to swallow them whole. The team members, their initial excitement replaced with a growing sense of foreboding, huddled closer, their lights casting dancing shadows that magnified the strangeness of their surroundings. The shadows seemed to take on a life of their own, shifting and morphing into shapes that defied explanation. Every flicker of light revealed new details, new mysteries, and new reasons to be afraid. They had stumbled upon something ancient, something powerful, and something they were clearly not meant to find. It was an artifact of immense significance, radiating an energy that was both alluring and terrifying. The realization dawned on them that they had crossed a threshold, uncovering secrets that had been buried for millennia. The weight of their discovery was overwhelming, and they knew that their lives would never be the same again.